In motion with McDaniel. Here comes the rush again. Nice play, and Jordan could not hang on.
That's just Montreal had nothing to do with that. Calgary just got in the way of themselves there, and that's frustrating. But you have to remind yourself it's early in the season. This is week 4. I don't care. I'm not going to bat there. Got to have that one.
Jordan again had some issues. Some drop passes early, righted the ship. See if Mitchell goes back to him here. 2nd and 10. Bo looking deep and nobody home. He was going back to Kamar Jordan. Looked like a broken route there. So Paredes comes back on the field to try and tie this up again.
Yeah, it's frustration when a quarterback starts telling a receiver who wants to go and the receiver's 40 yards away from him. Wait till he gets to the sidelines. Dave's talking him down right now. Paredes has struggled the first 3 weeks of the season.
Not tonight, though. 4 for 4.
Yeah, well, he's back on track. We saw that last night with the kickers going off, and Medlock and Arvalaho.
39-yarder. And Rene Paredes ties this up again. Great ball game, great night. Great night to be a sideline reporter. And making sure you catch the ball.
Smile, Matthew.
Way to go, Matthew.
You're done good.
There you go. Ole, 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 ole. Sister Serena away from the game for a while. Busy. Coverage begins at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific across the TSN network, and Roger Federer in the men's final on Sunday.
Pretty good. It was a heck of a match today to get by Burdick.
So now it's Montreal's turn, and it's kind of bugging Matthew about that raincoat. He's the smartest guy in the house right now. It's pouring now. Durant,
got another one.
Come on, Matty, where are you? There he is. He's look at that now. You know he's taking calls.
Real Inspector Gadget.
He's
right
taking
there.
calls now. Hey, I saw you. Sideline. Nice catch.
That?
Yeah, there you go.
One hand.
Tweet
microphone in one hand. Took it off the chest plate. Secured it.
Tweeting while he catches. Way to go, Matty. There you are. And he's got, though, it is coming down.
That's Valters right there getting in Durant's face, making him throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Durant lets it fly. Taekwon Underwood.
That's the way to go get it.
Somehow made that catch.
Now, you got to make that play. It's late. The game is tied. 7:45. Got an opportunity here. He makes a play. Coming left to right in your screen. There he is. Throw it in the hole. That's an easy catch.
In the rain, coming down.
But a timely one.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your feet.
So now Durant from his 50. Quick hitter once more. B.J. Cunningham, who's made a couple of clutch grabs tonight. That's an 8-yard pickup.
And as Tommy Campbell laying the wood as soon as that ball arrived. Good timing from the defensive back. That's a nice matchup on that short side right there. Tommy Campbell, big defensive back. Good cover guy. 6'2", 6'3". Cunningham, 6'2". Just balling.
Alouette offense that gave up a couple of picks in the first half, but has shown so much more rhythm than we have seen and continuity. Yeah. Another first down here.
Well, I'm gonna go back to what we've been calling for, and that's pushing the ball down the field. We saw that from the first play of the game, being a little more aggressive, giving those guys an opportunity, getting Ernest involved, and boy, this guy's been money the entire 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks of the season. Terrell Sutton keeping a really good back, and Brandon Rutley on the bench.
5 straight 2nd down conversions after they went flat for a while. A little pump here from Durant. Now looks for Ernest Jackson. Oh, he did catch that. What a grab by Action Jackson.
Talk about a catch radius a lot with S.J. Green, a guy that was jettisoned away here, picked up by Toronto. He and Ricky Ray got a thing going on already, and now E.J. and Darian developing it here tonight, just trusting his big receiver. They said they were going to do this. Give him an opportunity to use his big body. and he goes up there and high points it, and
wow, off the helmet.
That's just insane.
That is a remarkable catch. Keeps this drive going. Sutton. Collision right in the middle. Talked before the game about Ernest Jackson and how he really hasn't shown us the Ernest Jackson that we remember from last year, and of course the Grey Cup game hero. This is Ernest Jackson that we know.
Yeah, last year at 88 for 1,225 and 10 touchdowns, and coming into this ball game he had 7 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown, and they just weren't given these one-on-one opportunities where you trust a big receiver like that to go get it. He's got a great catch radius like a lot of the receivers in the league.
Great catch night. 4 catches, 118 yards. Does Durant look his way again? It's Nick Lewis down to the goal line. 3rd catch of the night from the big man.
Yeah, baby. Darian's feeling it. Standing back there, slinging it, spreading the love. Nick Lewis running a little dig route or 7 across her. Darian puts it right on the 8, and Nick Lewis does the rest.
Thing about this, too, this drive, something we haven't seen from the Owls for most of the season. Chewing up the clock, too, keeping the ball away from Bo Levi Mitchell and the Stamps.
Second response drive in a row by the Montreal Alouettes, responding to a field goal by Paredes, his 5th of the night. And here,
Sutton not getting in, or will he? No signal.
That is having a nose for the goal line. That is wanting it more than your opponent. He was stopped almost at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a great look at it. Shoulder square, bang, runs into 2 guys. Runs out of the arms of, who was that in the middle? Some big defensive interior lineman.
That's a good enough description. So Vernon Adams comes in.
Oh, now secure it.
Second
Ball's wet.
And goal. Sutton in the backfield. It's going to be Adams here. Vernon Adams is going to score.
Sneaky little score.
Sneaks in. Montreal surges in front again after a very impressive drive highlighted by an Ernest Jackson circus catch.
Darian and Durant, Terrell Sutton, now Vernon Adams. Little sneaky, 9 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Nice response by the Montreal Alouettes.
Every point so critical. Adams stays out. He's the holder for Boris Beatty as we get down close to the 3-minute warning. Trying to make it a 7-point game again, and Boris Beatty does, down Main Street. So now it's back to Bo. What a terrific ball game this turned out to be. After a 3-3 early going.
Yeah, you gotta love that. You gotta love EJ getting in the mix. You know, showing the folks here in Montreal what he can do. And he goes up and makes a tough catch over Siante Evans. Very good cornerback for the Stampeders. Then Thick Nick running a dig. Get on your horse. Taking it down to the 2. Vernon Adams getting sneaky behind the O-line. Get some leverage, get low. Drive them legs. Awesome response by the Montreal Alouette offense.
Ernest Jackson, by the way, 118 yards, came into tonight with just 67 through 3 games. And so finally getting him into the offense.
Look at the love right there between his teammates. Quan Underwood, Stampeders there, Cunningham's there. They knew it was there. Just had to dig a little deeper for number 9 and to give him a chance, and he stepped up tonight so far.
And how about number 8 as well, Nick Lewis, marching closer to 1,000. But this game's still not in the win column by any stretch. Coming up, don't forget the Red Blacks and the Eskimos. Second half of our Friday night doubleheader in week 4. Beatty, deep kick. This is levels. Wrapped up. Brought down by Jalen Rogers. Downfield quickly.
First-year player from University of Hawaii on teams.
One play before the 3-minute warning. Bo Levi Mitchell, one thing about him, he's been there before, been there, done that, won that. see what he can do.
He has. Last 3 minutes, ball game and a half. Clock stops. After every play, plenty of time to make things happen for both clubs.
Started as a defensive slugfest. Suddenly some fireworks here in the second half. Out pattern, nice pattern. Chip Cox makes the tackle. Kamar Jordan right near the first down marker. Ernest Jackson, big catch. Vernon Adams, the score. Darian Durant now trying to get his team their second win of the season. It's the 3-minute warning.
Two of our doubleheader in Edmonton. The Ottawa Red Blacks have yet to win. The Eskimos have yet to lose, one of two remaining unbeaten, and they may be the only ones left if the Stamps don't come back in Montreal. Let's head back to Rod and Matt.
Thank you, Rod. 19-game undefeated streak on the line here for number 19 and the Stampeders. Start at the 35, and there goes Roy Finch, a head shake. Chip Cox brings him down on second and short. First down. Quiet this crowd here at Percival Molson Stadium tonight.
Yeah, and how about the job being done by Renfro right here? Opening up that hole. First time playing left guard. Wilson kicking out left tackle. Roy Finch exploits that big hole from the big old line.
Near their 50. Quick hitter once more on the far side. Tyree Hollins on the tackle. There's a penalty flag down. It's on the near side of the field as Kamar Jordan had the catch and was ripped down. I'll give him the yardage, but let's see what this call is about.
Legal interference. Calgary, number 86, blocking downfield prior to pass. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's a costly one. 10 yards, take it back. Back into Calgary territory near their 40-yard line.
That's not what you want to do right here. First and 20. I'll look for a screen.
There's that call near side of your screen.
Yep.
8 seconds on the play clock. Bo swinging it out to Finch, and he is caught. Dominic Tavel, new middle linebacker this year, the guy who took over from Bear Woods, makes the tackle and a big one.
Seamless transition for Montreal in this defense, finding Tavel along with Kyrie St. Bear, Dozier, Chip Cox.
Mitchell's in trouble. Now here's Finch.
Rally.
Chase down. Brought down. Brandon Stewart in his first game as an Alouette swoops in as the rain falls here in Montreal, and it's going to be third and long and still with time left. So right now Dave Dickinson's bringing the kick team out and hoping his defense does a job here so they can get the ball back.
A job that they hadn't done well here lately. And that's getting Montreal off the football field. And they're going to have to dig down deep with that group that's been patchworked together by Devon Claybrooks.
Slippery ball here, remember. Rain coming down. Rob Maver. Into the rain. Logan. Trick levels, that's no yards. That's a 15-yarder. 30-23 Owls.
The 2017 GMC Sierra Elevation Edition. Get noticed like a pro.
Montreal Alouette team that a year ago on the last game of the season beat Calgary.
Is that a 15-yard no yardage right there? What do we got?
Is it no yards? Still waiting for the call.
I think this rain's kind of thrown everybody off because it's coming down pretty good right now. This could be interesting. 1:35 left in this fourth quarter.
It's killing our monitor, killing your notes, killing your suit.
killing your hair.
There it is. Goes.
Shinetti.
He's again. What a night he's had. A catch on the sideline. Smart guy with a raincoat.
I don't know. I didn't get a look at his shoes tonight, though.
Calgary number 46. That penalty's declined. No yards. Calgary 15 yards. First down.
So there were 2
Montreal.
penalties.
That's huge.
That is huge, and you know that Darian Durant here is going to be conservative. 1:35 to go. Another first down, and they could pretty much seal this away.
Yeah, this is when you want to go Olafoye, Blake, Brodeur, Jordan, Matt, and Simmons. Want to rely on them big boys. Put a cluster formation here to the field. 4-1 receiver set. Here they go.
Got to hang on to it as well. Terrell Sutton running wide on the right side. It's going to be second down and short.
Singleton just comes over and tackles anybody that's in his way. Just tackle them all, Alex. Get them all. Ball's in there somewhere. You got to love that. Bulldoze.
So a timeout. And it is coming down. It's teeming right now. Alouettes hanging on to this 7-point advantage. Again, if you're just joining us, it was a close ball game early on, just 3-3, and some changes in momentum in the first half when Jerome Messam left the ball game.
Could to be the football gods raining on the Calgary Stampeder parade of 19 regular season wins in a row. Montreal going to take care of business here. Second and short. They get a first down here, go a long way in securing this victory.
But will they get it? Yes, they will.
Second effort. Second effort.
See where the spot is here.
Moving the chains right there.
It is a first down, 1:23.
Just watch Darian take this clock all the way down, eat up the 20-second clock. Make sure you take it down to 1 before you snap the football and eat it up. Trust the big boys up front.
Darian Durant, who knows so much about the Calgary Stampeders through the years, having played them so many times, so many big games as a member of the Saskatchewan Roughriders, a minute away from getting his first win against the Stamps as a member of the Alouettes.
That bouncing it to the outside.
Sutton hangs on again.
Nice job by Darian taking that all the way down, chewing up that clock. Big boys up front just munching that offensive line of scrimmage right now.
2 yards away from really putting this away. Alouettes will have a very short week. Head to Ottawa next Wednesday.
You got to dig deep right here. You got to get this ball out of their hands, stop them short. Do anything you can. Watch the interior. Frank, Johnson, Wigan, and Bowders. Got to make it happen.
Got to make this happen. They go the end around. Ernest Jackson has to get there. And it looks like
he's going to be about 2 yards short.
Yes, and suddenly things change now with 34 to go.
Well, you play into their hands there. You go north, you go east-west, and pursuit. Watch pursuit. Look at Singleton just takes off. And then here comes Bell.
Make sure you hang on to this football at this stage as well.
Jamar Wall coming in there to seal the corner. Calgary said thank you.
So the clock is going to run here, and so will that play clock. Yeah. It's going to Peters.
Took exactly
the timeout. Just before the time count, so they're using every little bit they can. Jock was very smart in doing that. Get everybody out. Let's use this down to 15 and give Calgary virtually no time left. Bo Levi Mitchell, last time he lost a game, week 1 last season.
It's insane.
At BC, 20-18 when he started. They went the entire season, of course. And
Montreal looking to move to 2-2 and keep pace with the Toronto Argonauts and separate themselves from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who play tomorrow, and the Red Blacks, who follow this game.
So now it's up to Boris Beatty. 15 seconds. Remember who's back as well.
That's right. See if he's shaking off that rust by getting all those touches in the backfield.
By the way, it's not over if Beatty can't get this out of bounds. Finch gets a piece of this. Beatty's trying to get it out of bounds. There goes Roy Finch. Is there a miracle left here for Calgary? 6 seconds, and now it's Hail Mary time for Bo Levi Mitchell. Ivan McLennan scampers down. So one last gasp to keep the streak going. Montreal Alouette team all smiles right now, man.
Well, not yet. Not yet. You got Brandon Stewart at the 50-yard line. You got a couple guys at the center field line.
Yeah, you better not. They're all hugging and celebrating there. You never know what can happen in football.
I can guarantee it. Dave Dickens has got something drawn up where he's going to complete something underneath and try to punt it over to one side and have people onside.
So Bo. And he just goes chucking Durant. And it's over. And so is Bo Levi Mitchell's streak. 19 undefeated. The Stamps are defeated tonight. They are upset by the Montreal Alouettes. Impressive second half. Every time the Stamps punched, the Alouettes punched back. Here's our Nissan Titan player of the game.
Ernest Jackson, 4 catches for 118 and started out with a bang. This 80-yarder that really, I think, got the attention of the Calgary Stampeders and kind of helped the Montreal Alouettes believe that they could push the ball down the field. Then that crazy circus catch, some hard ones underneath. Well, this was pretty over a really tough corner. And Deontay Evans. That is a gorgeous catch. Ernest Jackson.
Nissan Titan player of the game brought to you by Nissan, official vehicle of the Canadian Football League. Final score here tonight, Montreal 30, Calgary 23. First loss for the Stampeders. The Alouettes have their second win of the season. They have Ottawa next. And speaking of Ottawa, they're up next on TSN in Edmonton. Let's send it back to the boys in the studio. Good night, everybody, from Montreal.
All right, thank you, Rod. Rod Smith with Jock Climby and Milt Stegall. We will talk about Ottawa and Edmonton in a moment, but first thoughts on this. Now, we were rightfully raving about the Alouettes defense so far, but it became apparent in the second half that they weren't going to be able to do it alone. They needed Darian Durant and that Montreal offense to produce in the fourth quarter, a couple of big touchdowns to seal the deal.
It's interesting that you sometimes hear quarterbacks talk about trusting their receivers, but you don't often actually see them give them an opportunity. But it seems like the quarterbacks that do consistently, good things happen, because this is a league with some tremendous receivers. But you've got to trust them. And the only way to trust them is to heave it up to them from time to time. Now, there are smart throws and there are not so smart throws. We've seen a couple here where you're giving a receiver a chance by the placement. So it's not just about closing your eyes and heaving it up. You've got to give your receiver an opportunity, but he doesn't have to be open all the time. And Darian Durant learned that in this football game, and that's why they finally put some points on the board. Because he started, I'm not going to say force the ball, because it's not reckless, but he's at least giving his receivers a chance to make plays for them, and they came through, and that's the reason why they got this win.
This is a big win for this organization. You know, they were really struggling, especially offensively. They were struggling. It's good to see Ernest Jackson. You know, there are two big offseason acquisitions. Darian Durant, Ernest Jackson making that connection. Hopefully that continues, because they're going to need those two guys. Great job by the defense also. Yeah, Bo Levi Mitchell threw for almost 400 yards, but only one touchdown. They kept him out of the end zone.
Such a quiet 400
Exactly.
yards.
We didn't realize it until we looked at the stats.
Darian Durant was just under 3, and Bo was 379, and you wouldn't know it necessarily. It's a strange thing. I don't know.
Although his personal winning streak or unbeaten streak comes to an end. Calgary's now lost 4 straight in Montreal. Now, Alouettes are 2-2. They've won twice. Toronto Argonauts are 2-2.